Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the notifications, and also like the videos here on YouTube. Also, check out the playlist for more videos to do with cosmetic surgery. Hi there, Michelle. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about some of the treatments that you do there at your spa. So just first of all, just tell me a little bit about yourself and your experience and qualifications that you have.
Hello, thank you for having me today. So my name's Michelle and I run the Lavender Room Health Club. I'm based in Rochester in Kent in the UK, and I am a women's wellness specialist. So I specialise in all things women. I am primarily a fitness instructor, but I'm also a sports massage therapist as well. So I kind of bring those two things together to serve women and help women that need it. So that could be anything from something in pregnancy all the way through to menopause. I also have lots of post-cosmetic surgery clients, and I can help them in various different ways, which I think we're going to go into shortly.
Yeah. Brilliant. That's great. So let's focus today mainly on, I saw you do some scar treatments on your website and also some massage treatments for ladies that have had cosmetic surgery. So just first of all, just tell me a little bit about the scar treatments that you offer, and why is it important to use those kinds of treatments after you have surgery?
So I think we really have to be mindful of the fact that we need to repair ourselves internally as well. And regardless of what surgery you have and whatever scar you have, that incision goes through your skin. It goes through layers and layers and layers of skin. So even though you may have a scar on the top that may look okay, actually internally we can do a lot of rebuilding. Scar massage can certainly help to rebuild the collagen fibers underneath the skin. It can help to visually make that scar look better. So if you've got quite a red inflamed scar tissue therapy can really start to bring that down. We also find that with scar tissue under the skin, it's not necessarily in the area where the scar is. Scar tissue can disperse. So for example, if you have had a breast reduction, you're getting stitches under this area, that scar tissue can manifest itself much further down. So actually you may have restriction in your breathing. So what we can do with scar massage therapy, although we will massage on the scar, we'll massage different areas as well. So we can release areas in the intercostal muscles of scar tissue, which will then physically make you breathe better. So the benefits of scar massage are huge. And, I do lots, I have seen lots of clients, and after a scar tissue massage, you feel physically different. You feel like things have shifted. And I think, we all have to think to ourselves, how often do we actually touch that scar? Do we do stuff ourselves, or do we just leave it? And I think a lot of people are quite frightened to go on that scar area. But actually, the more tissue movement that you can make with a scar, the better your recovery, and also visually as well, the better visually that scar can look.
Yeah, that's great. So tell me, say just on that specific subject, how long would you expect someone to need treatment for to see like a good improvement in the scar tissue, especially underneath?
Well, it would depend on the scar, but I would say a 60-minute session, you will see results. This isn't something that you have to do, over a long period of time. You get results almost immediately. You need to keep working on them. You need to keep working on the scar for life. But after just one session, you will certainly start to notice a difference. And I can also give you in that session, I give you almost coaching on how to massage your scar yourself. So there's a small tool you can get on Amazon that you can help to massage the scar. There's certain waxes that are good for it. There's certain things that you can put on the scar that can really help with that recovery. And I think everyone, if you're spending all this money on cosmetic surgery and you're looking for improvement, it's not just about closing the door on that. It's really about building on it and ensuring that from that surgery, you're maximizing the result at the end, and just to add on a few scar therapy sessions at the end of one of those surgeries really is kind of, should we say, the icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's very true. Also tell me if the scar is an old scar, say someone hasn't thought about this before and it's maybe a year, 2 years later, would it still be beneficial?
100%. I had a client last week who had a breast reduction 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
378 stitches. And we did some amazing work, just a 60-minute session. And her, everything was so stuck. She was getting backache.
Yeah.
She was getting pains under her arm, and had never really, she didn't actually come to me for scar tissue massage, funnily enough. She came to me with a backache, and we just worked out that this is what was causing it, because she'd never done any self-massage on, that wound site. And she just free, she could breathe. Her chest expanded better when she was breathing, and it just really, really freed everything up. So I think, it doesn't matter if it's a fresh scar or if it's 20 years old, there is always really good work to be done on scars.
Yeah, that's great. That's really good. Okay, so let's focus a little bit on the lymphatic drainage massages. This is something that a lot of people want, that I haven't really seen a lot of people in the UK offering this service. Just tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I think surgeons are becoming, they're becoming great at the moment, because they're the ones that are recommending manual lymphatic drainage after surgery. After you are in your recovery phase, I don't know, let's choose a tummy tuck, for example. I have a client currently that's recently had a tummy tuck. So in the recovery phase of a tummy tuck, that belly's very hard, almost like rock solid. And we want to try to get the flesh moving again. And in order to do that, we have to think about the lymph in the system, which is created via that operation. So what we want to do with lymphatic drainage is, the massage is very different to a normal massage that would have. It's very bizarre. It's very, very, very light strokes. So in manual lymphatic drainage, we open the lymph nodes in the different areas of your body. So we'll do small movements to open the lymph nodes, and then use certain strokes very lightly on the skin to push the lymph all the way through the manual lymphatic drainage system. So what we're actually doing is getting the lymph, which is only very, very slightly below the surface of the skin, and we're manually pushing it into those open lymph nodes. So we're draining your body of all the lymph and the waste that's underneath that site of where your operation was. So it's much better for skin elasticity afterwards, and again, about repair. I think it's really important to include manual lymphatic drainage in your whole approach to your cosmetic surgery. You can have it very soon after the surgery. Lots of sessions quite close together are really good, because they really help to remove that lymph. And then once you're in that more recovery mode, then you can start to think about your scar tissue. But if you're looking at a whole body approach to recovery, you would definitely be looking at manual lymphatic drainage first for a few weeks, and then once that scar wound is healed, then we can start to do the therapy on the scar.
Yeah. And can that be for any part of the body as well?
Absolutely. It doesn't matter what the scar is. I mean, we're talking cosmetic surgery today, but I do lots of scar tissue therapy on cesarean sections, gallbladders, any scar we can do that for.
Yeah. That's really good. Great. Okay, so just a little bit about, I know you're in Kent. Do you offer any mobile services for your clients?
I don't offer mobile, so you can come to my studio in Kent. You can book some sessions with me, but I do offer some recovery sessions via Zoom. So I teach a program called Holistic Core Restore. Holistic Core Restore is a recovery program, and we have one. It's specifically for women, because I specialise in women's wellness, and it's called Every Woman. Now that is a 6-week Zoom course. You'll be given your exercise equipment, and Every Woman is really looking at core recovery. We look at pelvic floor health, we look at core health, we look into nutrition. So if you are post-surgery, if you are a woman and you feel like you need to heal yourself from inside out, you've been through big trauma. Surgery is a huge, huge thing. So you need to think about your recovery from that. You don't just come out of the surgery and it's all over and everything's all fine. You need to build a support work in to ensure that your body is in its best way to move forward. So the Every Woman, I'll give you the links afterwards. The Every Woman program is really great for that, because we look at foundation exercise. It's very gentle, and it's from pelvic floor. So we teach pelvic floor continuum. We work all through the abdominal wall. We use the diaphragm, and it's really thinking about the whole body approach. So is our nutrition okay? Is our mental health okay? Are we sleeping okay? Are we, is everything in place so that our recovery can be well? Because ultimately, if you are not eating properly, if you're not looking after yourself, your body or your scar area, your wound area isn't going to heal. We need to make sure that you are in an ultimate position of health in order for your scar tissue and, your surgery recovery to be maximised.
Yeah, that's very true, very true. That's all really useful, Michelle. Thanks so much. Just tell me, just last question for you. Would you be able to just give me an idea of what someone would expect to pay, especially for the scar treatment and even just for a course of the massages?
So we usually recommend a course, but if you were doing something individually, it's £60 for an hour, £90 for an hour and a half, or I also do packages, so you can book packages. Generally, I would say you probably need 4 to 6 of each. But again, that's up to you. You can come for one and see if you like it. I personally, everyone who comes for one always ends up booking a course because just from one session you can see that there is such huge benefit from doing it. And I would really urge everybody out there just to think about, it isn't just about your surgery. You have to think about your recovery. This is going to be a long road, and if you can help shorten that recovery road, then definitely build a budget into your plan of what you're going to do and think about your aftercare as well.
Yeah, I think unfortunately probably a lot of people, they don't really think that far ahead. They're just thinking, oh, I have the surgery done and everything will be fine. And then it's only when things start going wrong that they think, oh, maybe I need to try this or try that. So yeah, it'd be good if, people can consider that beforehand.
I agree. So for everybody who's listening, really do think about your aftercare. Have your plan in for your surgery, but think about when I come home from that surgery, what am I going to need? Because it's likely that your surgeon will say to you, manual lymphatic drainage massage will help you, scar tissue therapy will help you, and that's just going to expedite your recovery hugely.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm going to put all your contact details in the comments below of the video, and then anyone that wants to get in touch with you can contact you by one of those methods. Is that okay?
Thank you for having me.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you.
Bye.